Welcome to this video on type conversion calculations. You can download the exercise workbook to follow along in your own copy of Tableau. Here we're looking at a dataset of patient IDs. All IDs should be at least 3 digits long. To check this, we can use a calculation to look at the length of the IDs. We'll create a calculated field by right-clicking in the data pane and selecting Create Calculated Field. We'll call this length. For the formula, we'll type LEN and open parentheses. And then we'll drag out patient ID and close the parentheses. But the indicator shows that we have an error. Click on the error to bring up the error message. The length formula LEN needs a string or text rather than numbers in order to work. So what we need to do is convert this number to a string. This is where the type conversion functions come in. We'll wrap the patient ID in the string function by clicking in front of the field and typing str, then wrapping the whole thing in parentheses. The calculation is valid because length is applied after the string conversion. We'll click OK. We can see here that the calculation has been created as a measure, but really it should be a dimension. We'll just drag it up into the dimensions area. And now, let's bring it out into the view. Yep, it looks like we have a bunch of IDs that are less than 3 characters, so we're going to have to go through and make sure those errors are corrected. Here we have a data set with students and their birthdays, and we want to see how old these students are. We'll right-click, create a calculated field, and call this age. We'll use the formula dateDiff to find the difference between the two dates. Here we're looking for the number of days between our start and end dates, with the start date being birthday and the end date being today. And we'll close the parentheses. Because we're counting the number of days between these dates, we need to divide by 365 to get the ages in years. The calculation is valid, and we'll click OK. Let's bring out these ages. Oh dear. Look at these decimal points. What we want is just the whole number for age. And to get that, we need to round down to the whole number. We can do this using the integer function. This will strip away the decimals, leaving just whole numbers. We can right-click on age and edit the calculation. This time we'll wrap the entire calculation in the int function. Now we get the whole numbers for our ages. You may be wondering why we didn't just use year with dateDiff. Here we have a calculation with dateDiff in years. Let's bring this out into the view. We see that there are instances where the ages are off by a year. This is because dateDiff with year simply subtracts the year values from each date instead of considering the day and months of the dates as well. Thank you for watching this type conversion video. We invite you to continue with the free training videos to learn more about using Tableau.